this is a video showing what we want to do with the wind generator system up in Canada. My math is as follows. You want 1,600 grams per year. You divide that by 365. That's 4.3 cc's per day. We keep dividing that out to 12 to 6 to 3 hours. If you take 3 hours, divide it by 3, the pump needs to put out 0.18 cc every hour. I check that by taking 365 days times 24, giving me the hours. Taking the amount that we want divided by the hours, it's 0.18 cc's. We take 0.18 cc's and you go 2.8 is what the pump puts out, 60 seconds. That means the pump puts out 0.04 per second. You take the amount that we need, which is 1.8. You divide that by the amount that we can put out, and we have to run the pump for 5 seconds roughly. So to set that up, if you reference page 12 of our manual, you will see that this is a time-based pause and lubrication cycle, meaning that we are going to run the pump once for a certain period of time. We are not going to look for a cycle sensor, and we only want the low-level alarm because we are not monitoring any other way. So to accomplish this, I've created a sheet showing all the parameters that we've already set in the pump. We go into the pump by holding down the OK button. We go to Program, and we go through the settings. The pause hour is the amount of time that we're going to wait. This is set up for 3 minutes. So the pump's going to wait 3 minutes, and then it's going to turn on again. We're going to take that to 2 minutes. We're going to hit OK. It set it and brings you back to the menu. The pause counter, we don't have an input coming in, so instead of being 1, we set that to 0. We hit OK. The C-min is how long the pump is going to run. So in our case, we wanted to run 5 seconds. We hit 5 seconds, OK, it's set. If we want to check that, then we would go back in. We would see that it's changed to 5 seconds. We hit OK. The cycle counter we do not use, so we turn that off. The default is 1. We put it to 0. The pre-lube is as if when this pump comes back up, do we want it to give it a shot of grease in case we lost power? It is off right now. That is the default. The duty cycle allows us to run the pump at a certain speed. We're going to leave that at 100%, but we can turn that down, and that would turn the speed of the pump down. So it's 100%, which would be 2.8 cc's per minute. If you take that down, you'd have a derivative of that because the motor slows down. The rest of this is settings that you will not use, and we've shown it down here. You can jump out the low level. The low level sensor is being monitored, which is default. We can turn that off if we wanted to. We're going to leave that on for right now. And the node that we want, which was at the beginning, is cycle. So we're going to hit OK. We're going to hit this. It saved it. And you can see automatically that it fired up and went to 5 seconds. It's going to count. It turned off. And it's going to wait for 2 minutes. Now, when you do this, you have to kind of trick the pump into allowing you to see it run. We take a rubber band and wrap it around the low level so that we don't have that. If we take that rubber band off and we hit reset, you will see that it will do us 1 cycle and then see the low level, and then we get an ALL, which would be sent out on our pins to be able to see on the manual version that we have an alarm output.